Tesla moves headquarters from California to Texas. Tesla officially moved its headquarters to from Palo Alto, California to Austin, Texas. CEO Elon Musk announced that at its company's 2021 annual shareholder meeting. In April 2020, on a Tesla earnings call, Musk lashed out at California government officials, calling their temporary COVID-related health orders "quote unquote" fascist. In an expletive-laced rant. In 2020, Musk personally relocated to the Austin area from Los Angeles, where he had lived for 2 decades. So I guess this means that the paperwork is finalized. The meeting took place on Tesla's vehicle assembly plant, or at their assembly plant under construction outside of Austin on a property that borders the Colorado River near the city's airport. However, the company plans to increase production in its California plant regardless of the headquarters move. So that's good to know. So that, they're not totally abandoning California. They already have a plant there. They already have production. They already have things figured out and moving right along. And they are just simply moving their headquarters to Austin, Texas. I mean, it's kind of funny because a lot of companies tend to incorporate and or headquarter themselves in the state just below mine in Delaware because they have great, they're very business friendly there. So even if it's just the headquarters, just a person, that's or like a closet or something to that effect, where they have maybe one desk or something, that's where they headquarter out of while they operate in other states. So to be clear, we are continuing to expand our activities in California. Our intentions is to increase output from Fremont and Giga, Nevada by 50%. If you go to our Fremont factory, it's jammed. He also added, it's tough for people to afford houses and people have to come in from far away. There's a limit to how big you can scale in the Bay Area. Regarding the full plant underway in Austin, he noted that it would take some time to reach full production even after it's completed. It takes Tesla less time to build a factory than to reach high volume production, Musk said. For example, Tesla's Shanghai plant was built in 11 months but took a year to reach high volume production. He expects Tesla's new plant near Austin to follow Shanghai's example. Musk's growing dissatisfaction with California has been apparent for some time. In April 2020, we talked about that. He called out. So I think that when back in our Pardo truck parts warehouse days, when we would open up a new location, it would be expected to take a year to 3 years to not only get everything running the way we want it to run, find the right people to run it, but also to get enough customer base out of there. In this case, it's a manufacturing plant, so they already have the customer base, but just getting the right people, getting the processes in place, getting everything, anything could be like work out, quote unquote, perfectly on paper, but when it comes to actually having it, in the field with people behind it, and things of that nature, that's when when the rubber meets the road, that's where the problems happen, and that's where you need to go through the process again and get things ramped up, right? Get people trained up to be able to, anybody could, quote unquote, anybody could put a car together, when they're only expected to make one. But when you start talking about like, okay, how do we get it to 10 cars? How do we get it to 20 cars, 30 cars, 50 cars, 100 cars a day? That requires everybody to know their job, be very specialized in it, and all of that. So it's kind of crazy that Elon chose to build in California to begin with, and continues to maintain that they will continue to make the cars in California when they, like every other car dealership or manufacturer, is like, well, we're gonna make some here, but like we're really making it over in Mexico, and then we'll ship them over. So like, bye bye to all those jobs, and not our problem. We're moving on, and things crumble around them, and they're like, not my problem. It's so I applaud that end of it. I do still take some issue with the things that Tesla has going on. It's not all roses and rainbows and sunshine, but hopefully this move to Austin will help enable them to get more production going as quickly as possible, and as well as enable Musk to be more efficient going forward and with his time, especially since he's been located in Austin for about a year now.